Well, this was actually the second week in a row that Germany fell short of its self-appointed 20% of gas savings each and every week. According to the head of the Federal Network Agency for Utilities, Klaus Müller, he said that we're only around 13% for the second week in a row. So that's quite a bit short from the 20% as well as the 15% that was even set by the European Commission. But it's worth noting that the energy reserves, the the gas inventories, to be more specific here in Germany, are actually above the seasonal average. So it seems to be that the supply is relatively secure. That's especially what the German government wants people to believe. However, there has very much been a battle between keeping those gas inventories high and the country's strive to become net zero emitting by 2045. If you look a couple of months back, Germany announced that it would extend the life of 3 of its remaining nuclear power plants across the country well into the new year. And now we've just heard from Germany's top energy producer, Uniper, that it's going to keep operational 2 of its coal power plants. This is in addition to another 2 that it already announced it was going to keep operational well into 2024. So there still is certainly that dependence on fossil fuels as Germany tries to find that balance, find the right path to take to try to meet supply, or meet demand, I should say, while also weaning off of the imports from Russia. That being said, Germany also just opened its first LNG terminal, which allows it now to import natural gas from a wide selection of different countries, whereas before the infrastructure was really only in place for it to turn to Belgium, Norway, and the Netherlands for natural gas supplies.
Well, you talk about that LNG site. When can we really expect to see Germany pushing towards renewables to help not just for the future, but for the energy crunch that's happening now?
Well, if you speak to a lot of the environmentalists in this country, they will say, why haven't we put more focus on this earlier? Had we put more money, invested more time, more energy into renewable energy, we would not be in this position. We'd be more energy sovereign. But that, unfortunately, was not the case. So now we find ourselves where we are. But Germany now is, in its role to catch up, really putting a lot more attention towards renewable energy. According to the Federal Statistics Office, Germany did increase its renewable energy generation by about 2.9% year on year in the third quarter of this year. And a lot more money is being thrown at it. 28 billion euros has just been approved by the European Union for Germany to really ramp up its production of wind and solar energy. So we're certainly going to see a lot more in that regard. But it's not an overnight fix in any means. It takes time to build up the infrastructure for these renewable energy projects. So it looks like, with again the announcement that more fossil fuel plants will remain operational, the country will be reliant and dependent on fossil fuels to keep those gas inventories at a suitable level to meet demand well into the future.